Hello everyone, in today's video we will be building a phylogenetic tree to discuss the evolutionary leaps that vertebrate animals took to transition to mammals. This is a rather long journey, so today we'll be focusing specifically on the phylum Chordata, in other words, chordates. There are three subphylums within Chordata, which are Urochordata, otherwise known as tunicates, Cephalochordata, otherwise known as lancelets, and Craniata, otherwise known as vertebrates. All chordates have 5 things in common, which are a post-anal tail, pharyngeal slits, a dorsal hollow nerve cord, an endostyle, and a notochord. When building a phylogenetic tree, we are going to want to picture it similar to a timeline. It is made to tell a story. So at the very beginning of the line, we are going to have what is called the common ancestor, which is the base animal that all of these new animals stem from. From there, lines will continue to branch off into new species, and the gaps between the branches are going to represent that new characteristic that has evolved. The first branch in the Craniata lineage is the Myxiiformes, otherwise known as the hagfish. Hagfish are eel-shaped, slime-producing marine fish. They are the only known living animal that has a skull but no vertebral column. After the hagfish is when the vertebrae actually started to develop, leading us into our next branch, which is Petromyzontiformes, otherwise known as lampreys. Lampreys have a complete brain case and a rudimentary true vertebrae. The adult lamprey is characterized by a toothed, funnel-like sucking mouth. Following lampreys, we start to see the development of jaws into our next branch, Chondrichthyes. This means that every animal prior to them were agnathans, meaning jawless. It is important to note that at this time their structure is entirely composed of cartilage rather than bone. Bone does not develop until the next class. Our next stop in evolution are the osteichthyes, commonly referred to as the bony fish, which are a diverse superclass of vertebrate animals that do have skeletons primarily composed of bone tissue. Osteichthyes have 2 classes, Actinopterygii, which are ray-finned fish, and Sarcopterygii, which are lobe-finned fish. The continuation of the vertebrate lineage technically continues to stem from the Sarcopterygii, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to continue the image in a straight line. The next branch is classified as Lysamphibia, which is where we see the first development of digits. This is a group of tetrapods that includes all modern amphibians. Lysamphibians consist of 3 living groups, the anurans, which are frogs and toads, the caudata, which are salamanders, and the gymnophonia, which are caecilians. Our next 2 final branches derived at a similar time, synapsids and sauropsids. Sauropsids are the reptilian group including snakes, lizards, crocs, and even birds. They have well-developed sight and a poor sense of smell. Synapsids are the mammalian group, including lions, monkeys, and dolphins. This is also where humans fall under. They have poor sight but a well-developed sense of smell. The characteristic that really separates these 2 lineages are the appearance of epidermal scales for the reptilians and hair for the mammalians. I hope this chart helped to clarify vertebrate lineage and the order of which each primary component of mammals evolved.